You're taking me out. Where are you taking me?
I'll take you to... So first day, it'll be a restaurant. I'm a food person, so I like to always go to a restaurant. We'll go for some steak in Central.
So this isn't going to work because I'm a vegetarian. Try again.
Saying the game is the game. I made it so clear. I said, guys, even if you feel a type of way about me, you have to keep them feelings to yourself.
Do you know what my thing is? Yeah, I just can't be asked. Like, I would love to go to the gym because I think, thing is, I'm actually quite handsome. So I reckon if I had a gym body, I'd literally be unstoppable. But I literally just cannot be asked. But I think, I don't know if I have, and I'm the type to like try something and then like not get immediate results and be pressed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like maybe 2025.
Set that as your goal.
Maybe. Maybe, but I don't really agree with having goals at the beginning of the year because I feel like there's too much pressure to maintain them. I feel like if you want to switch up something, you should just do it like straight away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was like with me. I was like, why would I wait for the new year when I could start now?
Yeah, there's not much logic in it, is there?
And I always say to people, tomorrow isn't promised. So if you want to do something, do it now.
Fair. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe. I just feel like I would look like a bit of a clown. To be fair, I actually was pretty good prior to COVID. I'd like, what gym do you go to? Is it like a branch?
Yeah, it's a branch, yeah. Pure gym.
Pure, yeah, same. I had a Pure gym membership, right? Did like classes and everything. Do you go to classes?
No, I don't do the classes.
Do you know what classes? I actually think in a way classes can be, I mean, I'm not a gym person, so I may have this wrong. Classes can somewhat be kind of better because like you have like, you still have all the movement that you'd get already, but you've got someone like showing you how to do it, you know? They can be really fun. But yeah, and then Mr. COVID happened and I just kind of fell off, yeah.
I mean, during COVID was when I actually started my working out. Like before that, there was no working out. I had a big stomach. It was atrocious. But during COVID, it motivated me to start going on runs, start going to like that out. You know, in parks you have like apparatus where you can do like pull-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's what I started doing. And then I said, as soon as COVID was over, I'll be back in the gym. So that was literally what I done.
And now you're hench.
Yeah. Well, toned.
Tone's all right. I actually think sometimes, and this is no shade to the big musty guys, sometimes I think if you're super musty, you actually can sometimes look a bit like fat. You know, when it's like excessive, like the bodybuilders and all that type of lot. I'm like, this is actually a bit too much.
Don't get me wrong, guys that have big muscles and stuff like that, I'm all for it. But
yeah,
when you have like a lot, to me it's not appealing.
Yeah.
That's just to me, like if that's good for you, then that's good.
As in you don't like it on yourself or other people?
Well, for myself, it wouldn't suit me because of my height, number one. And number two, I look at myself and I'm like, how I look now is perfect for me. Like I actually look at myself and I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
From how I used to look like 2018, 2019 to now, yeah.
Show me a picture after, I'm intrigued.
Okay, cool.
You tubby?
Sorry?
Like, were you tubby? I don't know what you look like before, I'm asking.
Nah, my stomach used to... I wasn't like overweight or anything like that. It was just the stomach.
Yeah, but it's amazing when you can like actually notice how different you look.
Yeah.
Not that I've changed because nothing's changed. No exercise, no diet. But hey, I'm blessed with metabolism for now. I'm quite scared because I'm 25 and I think, how much longer can I get away with it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
My metabolism has always been slow, but it's increased now. It's getting quicker because of how much I'm exercising.
Yeah. Do you eat a lot?
No, I've actually cut down on how much I eat now as well. I'm on a calorie deficit, which is also another reason why I'm losing. And I do a lot of walking. So all that exercising, constant movement and dieting is the reason why I'm burning fat quicker.
Yeah.
I only eat like 1 meal a day.
It's not a lot, to be honest, is it?
Yeah, nice. And to be fair, it's not good, but it's like I don't know. It's not good. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, if you're trying to go to the gym, like, you should be really eating 3 meals a day.
Yeah, because most of my friends who exercise, they eat like. I mean, I get like obviously your appetite like kind of like increases as you start exercising, but loads of my friends they literally eat so much, and I think I honestly could not eat that much without going like. I mean, I wouldn't be able to consume it.
Yeah.
I guess it depends how much I want to keep my twink status. So, right, what's your take on this? Yeah, so like I saw this thing on Reels. Right, it was an American family, and I'm going to try my hardest to find it so I can share it. It was an American family, and it was an American family, and it was this black boy, right? And he had like braided like hair, like really beautiful braided hair.
Yeah.
And he was misbehaving at school or something. So the dad was like, "Okay, well, like, I'm going to punish you, right?" And the punishment was cutting off his hair. Have you seen videos like that?
I have.
Like quite a few. And I thought. And the kid's literally screaming, like which I thought was a bit too much because it's only hair, he's not hitting you. But like this child is literally, he must have been like 8, 9 max. And the kid's literally screaming his head off, yeah. And I thought that's so interesting. Like my hair being shaved would have never been a punishment. Not that my hair was ever grown out, to be fair. It was more like a fucking, but like yours now, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like, what are you saying? Do you think that's a way to like?
I don't agree with stuff like that. Like, when I see parents filming their kids shaving their head, I mean, if you're gonna discipline your child, discipline them. But I don't agree with like publicly. It's like publicly embarrassing them, isn't it?
Do you know? I didn't even think of that part. I was just thinking more about like, do you think it's harsh to like shave off hair or not? But yeah, you're right.
Harsh to shave off hair. I mean, if we're talking about just the hair part, then it's not that deep.
Yeah, but where's the need? Yeah, but that's the point. If it's not that deep, then why are you doing it in the first place? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
like to me, I just thought, what do you actually achieve? Like even like taking something away from them. I mean, I'm not a parent, so I see things very differently, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but I just think like I don't know. I was just dazzled by it, and there's so many videos of it. Because I was saying it to one of my friends. I sent it to him, and I was like, "Do you think this is crazy?" And my mate was like, "I literally see this all the time."
Yeah, like it's constant now. It's like it's almost
Yeah.
as if it's a trend. Like,
To then like you said, to then like video it and then post it.
yeah, I don't know. That part I don't agree with. Like, I don't agree with it. But cutting hair and I don't know. Maybe the kids, because maybe at that age they like their long hair. You know, they like having big hair. So maybe as a punishment, the dad or the mom decides
Yeah.
to cut off their hair and decides, okay, you're not having no more hair. But to me, if that was to happen to me, I don't know. I'm saying this now at the age of 25, but it wouldn't really bother me. But
Have you ever had like hair like mine, like big hair when
Yeah.
you were younger,
like when I was in university, yeah. But
Swear?
not as a kid, yeah.
like
no.
Afro hair?
Yeah.
Inter-
Afro hair.
I can't picture you. I can't image you with Afro hair.
It doesn't suit my face.
I was going to say, like, respectfully, does it look good?
No, it
Bring the
doesn't.
mic slightly to the right, just so you're facing it. So just so you're talking into it. So like, no, like if you like push it like here. Okay, talk.
Hello, 1, 2.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so I had it, but my mom, my dad, and close family and friends were like, yeah, it just doesn't suit
I can't.
you.
Have you got a picture? Let me see.
Yeah,
Is there any
I
on
don't
the
think
ground?
it's on my Instagram. It's like in my gallery on my phone. Like, I literally had like long. It was. I'll be real. I'll say this for the camera as well. It was extensions. It wasn't like my actual. But my hair when
And you weren't out at this point.
No, I wasn't.
They would have known.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Extensions.
But, like,
They would have known.
when you took out the extensions, like the hair was like. It was big.
How long are we talking?
Like 20 times.
No, like length. How long
length.
are we talking?
So it wasn't up to here, but it was like long enough to.
Play with it.
Yeah.
I really can't picture it, to be honest.
It doesn't look good. That's why I just stick with short.
Right,
hair.
what do you think? So obviously the last time you saw me was like,
Yeah.
what do you prefer?
What do I prefer? This hair suits you.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, this has better on you.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it makes me look more grown up. I think I have because I have quite a baby face. Obviously
Yeah.
I want to look young in it, but like not like too young that people my age don't think I look their age.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I look more grown up. I think it suits me.
Yeah, no, this hair definitely suits you better.
Do you subscribe?
Yeah, to this hair, definitely.
No, it's okay, cool. Do you know what? Someone said to me the other day, right? It's actually really fun because at the moment I'm getting like bare recommendations on what to talk about. For ages, it was like, okay, let's just think of this, which is obviously great. But I like to know what my people are saying, yeah. And someone said to me, they were like, oh, Jord, like, because people don't really know that I've been to uni.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I give the vibe of someone that's been to uni clearly, because people can even say, "Oh, you've been to uni," even though like I did. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Gada Philip, like obviously last year, and we went to the same university, which I didn't realize until the day I met him, which was really cool. And we were talking about it, and I was just saying how it's just for snobs and twats, basically. And the video got like 100,000 views, right? And like I could see like loads of people from my uni. Obviously, they all got blocked. I was like, nah, this ain't for you, man. And I could see like bare people from uni watching it, and like, I can't remember who it was, and they were like, "Just don't give the vibe of someone who went to uni." I was like, I don't know if that's you saying that you think I'm stupid, or if like you don't.
Is that a thing? Like, is there like a vibe that you?
Apparently so.
Oh.
But I think I come across quite clever and quite intellectual, so you lot can do it. Okay, uni. But yeah, what uni did you go to?
I went to Essex, University of Essex.
Is there much going on in Essex?
It was all right, you know. It was actually like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time at university.
What is it about you Londoners going so close to home? I've never known of a Londoner to like go like really far out. Is it just like?
I think it's just easier for us to commute back, because you know what? One thing with me, Essex it was far enough, but it wasn't that far.
That you can be running back and forth all the time. Yeah.
Like it was a thing where if I needed to come down for whatever reason, I could take the train and come down. I'm not on a train for 3-4 hours. Like,
what'd you study?
I studied drama and literature.
Really? Oh, you wanted to be an actor, didn't you?
Yeah. Once upon a time. I mean, it could still happen, but
Do
hey.
you know what? Right? I've noticed with a lot of my content creator friends, a lot of us wanted to be actors. Have you found that? Because I wanted to be an actor for like a really long time.
I think it's okay. So with the whole acting avenue, right? A lot of people went through the channels, like the proper channels, and obviously may have either been unsuccessful or found that they wasn't getting work, so they kind of was like, you know what, this isn't for me. But a lot of people also are seeing through social media that people are getting jobs and getting casting calls through social media. So I don't know if some people are just trying to do that in order to get in that way.
I know people that are.
Yeah, but it works.
It does work.
It works.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And I think I came to the realization when I was about probably 17 that I was like, you know, this just isn't for me. One, because I thought I actually don't rate it as much as I thought I did. And two, because there's so much competition, right? There's so much competition. And I feel like, okay, say for like sixth form, for example, or school. And I feel like if you're not even the best in your school, respectfully, what chance do you actually have like in the big wide
industry?
Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I remember this one time. Yeah, I used to do like drama classes as a kid because my parents, they were very much like, you need to do something, pick a hobby, like literally whatever, but just do something.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm not really into sport, so I was like, I'm not going to do that. Literally all my brothers are into football. I was like, okay, well, I like to do drama classes, right? And I remember this woman who was in charge of it said to me, and this may have changed. This was like how old am I? 25. A long time ago, probably we're talking like probably 15 years, maybe if not more. She said to me that like people who are like most in demand are mixed race young boys, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, right, okay, so there's no reason as to why I shouldn't get casted, but it just didn't happen. So I was like, right, okay. But no, I've met so many people who wanted to be actors, now they just do content full time. But I also feel like because I have such strong opinions, I don't think it would align very well.
My agent told me that at the time as well. She said the same, because obviously as an agent, you have to follow what I'm doing in order. And she was like, some of your content could get you in trouble if you, and because I'm quite a strong opinionated person, and the thing is I'm quite raw with it as well. Like I don't sugarcoat stuff. So she was like, yeah, you need to pick one or the other. You either pick acting or you pick content creating. I said, nah, I have more fun doing content. Because acting is, I'll tell you, anybody that wants to get into it, it's not as easy as you think.
Did you get any jobs? Like, did you get any roles?
I got auditions, but I never got no roles, no.
Like what? Can you give me an example?
So one time I had an audition for a commercial. That was a group one, so it was like me and three other people.
That's really fun.
My other audition was for TfL.
The transport thing?
Yeah.
Tell I'm not from London.
That was it. That's all I...
That's still pretty... But even to land auditions is really hard.
Yeah, obviously, you have to know as well when you're taking headshots, like, there's a lot that goes into it. Acting's not just... I used to just think, just pretend to be someone else and call it a day.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes into it. And I was like, this is actually, I don't know if this is for me.
There's such a weird range though, because I know some actors that are absolutely incredible, so talented, and then I don't know them personally, but I know like of actors who have done it crazy, like ridiculously well, and I think, how? Because there's always a wave of actors, and you think, who are you like sleeping with to get these roles? Who are you finessing? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I mean, it's all about who you know as well sometimes,
Hey,
you know?
a graft is a graft. I'm
Yeah.
not here to judge. I'm just impressed by it. I just need to know the same numbers so I can do the same. Yeah. But yeah, uni, okay. What's the craze? Crazy is not the right word. Do you miss uni?
Parts of me does, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be real, yeah. Parts of me, like, I do miss it, yeah.
What you like to live with?
What am I like to live with? Me personally, I'm just like the person that minds my business until someone is in my business.
Are you introverted?
Now, this is interesting because I used to think I was extroverted, but I'm actually a pretty introverted person.
Yeah.
I actually am. Like, when I'm around a group of people, especially when I don't know you, you won't even know I'm in the room. And that's very surprising because I do content creation, right? Like, I do TikTok, I do Instagram.
I don't think that means, like, not to discredit you, I don't think that means much though. I've met so many creators that are like really shy, which fair enough, because they're like, and it's not to like talk bad in their work, because their work more time than not is really good.
Yeah.
But I think it's also, but it's not acting, is it? But it's like like a form of expression and creativity. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be the same off camera, because as I know from some of the creators I've met, they are not the same on camera, which I understand.
Yeah.
I am an awful person to live with. Like, I don't really like talk to my uni friends, and to be honest, I don't even blame them, because I am like, I'm the guy who like leaves the taps on. I just leave plates. But the thing is that I'm someone who like, I'm always going to like clean. To be fair, we were all really bad with our plates. Honestly, it was like living in the jungle. I remember this one house I lived in, in the bathroom actually had mushrooms growing out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, uni, especially first year, because you're living with like 12 other people in like a, depending on the accommodation you was living in, I was living like with 12 other people. I literally would have to buy milk, right? And I would have to take a marker pen and draw on I used to say to people, you can actually use my stuff. I don't care.
Just ask.
Just ask me.
Yeah, agreed.
And people wasn't asking. So what they would do, they'll take my milk and I would I would notice my milk has been used. And I'll literally be like, so who's used the milk? And I'll be like, no one's leaving until we sort this out, because I'm not being funny, right? We get student loan for however long the semester is or whatever. I have to make sure that lasts until whenever. If I have to keep going and buy milk because people are using it without asking me, what do you think is going to happen? So we had to have a little meeting, because I was like, it's unacceptable.
To be fair, I'm guilty of that. Like, I remember this one time I ran out of Lua and I was desperate, and my friend is the type to bulk buy. So like, I kind of sneaked into her bedroom. If she's watching this, I mean this with love, and I hope you're well. And I remember coming up to her, was like, who's taking the loo roll? I was like, oh, no clue. And I remember this one time, I had my friends from home over, and they had the munchies, right? And they were like, oh, Jord, like, where's your cupboard? I was like, oh, it's here, like, go mad, it's here, right? And then like my housemate rings me, he was like, Jord, like, why is like all of this gone? I was like, mate, literally no clue, sorry. And I said to my friends, I was like, guys, what's up? Like, have you gone into the wrong cupboard? I can see all these wrappers of the things my housemate's describing. I was like, oh, I was like, do you know what? Take the out. I was like, yeah, sorry guys, I just couldn't help myself. I am not a good person to live with. Like, I feel like if my mum had the ability to kick me out, she would. But hey, what can you do?
What can you do, man?
What can you do? Like, it's too expensive. Do you know? And it's mad that I think I would love. I don't know about you. I would love to move out. Like, do you live? Is it just you and your mum? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to move up. It's just so expensive. Even when I've been looking at London, I think I'd be paying so much for a room. Not even a house, a room. The only like affordable way of doing it seems to be if you're with someone, because you can split.
Yeah, you're splitting the bills, isn't it?
Yeah, that's literally the only way it's plausible. But like, but it's also like kind of crap. You have to like be in a relationship to like make that move.
So who wants to be my sugar daddy? Nah, I'm joking.
You would definitely take a sugar daddy.
No comment.
There's no shame in it. There's no shame in it.
I mean, whoever pays the bills, innit, right?
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason.
Would you ever be a sugar daddy?
Nah, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could.
What if you like really loved someone?
If I really love someone,
Maybe not a sugar daddy. Like, are you like? What's your love language?
my love language is what is it? Spending quality time. Yeah, quality
not gonna
time.
work.
I love spending quality time
Okay.
with like whoever I'm seeing or if I'm with somebody. I rather we can sit down all day and watch something, and that will be.
Are you
peaceful
like?
to
Are
me.
you the guy that likes to plan? Do you like to like arrange?
I like to arrange things. Yeah.
Okay, so hypothetically, right? You're taking me out. Where are you taking me?
I'll take you to. So first day it'll be a restaurant. I'm a food person, so I like to always go to a restaurant. We'll go for some steak in Central.
So this isn't going to work because I'm a vegetarian. Try again. And I've definitely told you that before, not to keep tabs, but never mind. Try again. Where are you taking me? God, men don't listen. I swear to God.
Okay, let's try this again then.
Well, rewind.
You eat sushi, right?
If it's veggie, yeah.
I'll take you for some sushi then.
Cool. What's next?
Sushi, then an activity, bowling.
Bowling's basic. I need creative thinking.
Creative thinking.
Yeah. You're creative, so am I.
Ooh. Okay, cool. A weekend away.
For a first date, it's a bit full on.
Really?
Yeah,
But if we want to go on an adventure.
we don't know each other. Stranger danger is a real thing.
Spontaneous though.
Spontaneously getting killed? Nah, you're mad. This consideration has been cut. Would you, like, honestly, would you go away? Okay, so have you met this person before?
Have I met them? I mean, I haven't met them before, no.
And you're trying to do a weekend away?
You see me like that. Like me personally, sometimes like I'm a risk taker like in that way.
Clearly.
It's crazy. Like someone would be like, "Oh, for our first date, let's go away," and I'll go. Like I'll actually go. And
all right, where are we gonna go? Not that I'm gonna agree to it, but I'm intrigued to know where you're gonna take me.
we can go for a weekend away in Manchester or Liverpool or Brighton. One of those three places.
Brighton's the place to be. Love Brighton.
Brighton, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been to Brighton in so long.
Mm.
And I need to actually book a trip to go back.
I think you'd be eaten alive in Brighton, to be honest, by all the twinks. I love Brighton. No, I really love Brighton. I think I went for my birthday. Oh, so fun. Like everyone's just so happy. You see like grandmas on rollerblades. I fucking love it. My parents love it as well. Yeah, Brighton's a bit of me. Have you been to Brighton Pride?
Never. I really want to go.
You should go. You should go. Been. I think you'd really like it. It's so fun. Everyone's just so happy. Like I think it is when it's sunny, it is the best. Yeah. When not, it's a bit dark. I went the year before last and Black Eyed Peas were there and it was sick, but it was just raining. I remember this guy came up to me, this Irish bloke, and he was like, "Oh, excuse me, fella, are you from Love Island?" And I was like, assess the situation. Look at where I am. There's glitter on my face. Like, what do you mean? Are you from Love Island? But I'll take the compliment. Because I do think it is a compliment to say you look like a guy from Love Island, even though all the mixed race men just look the same, to be honest. Just square heads.
They cast the same type of people every single year.
That's a conversation for when Love Island comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I think you'd love Brighton. I think you'd have a lot of fun in Brighton.
Yeah, I need to book a trip to go back. I need to go back. I haven't been there so long.
To be fair, I'm going with, because I said this last year, but you know, like when like things just don't leave the group chat, I am determined to go for Pride this summer. We should collab our friends. I think our friends would get on.
I think, yeah, definitely. Because we were meant to like tour all the Prides this year, but that didn't happen.
That's a lot though, because there's no cheap way of doing it. Brighton Pride is so fucking expensive. That's the only thing.
And you have to book it way in advance.
Yeah.
To get a hotel or Airbnb, you have to book that way in advance.
My plan is I'm going to book something before Christmas because once the lineup gets announced, nothing. I'm just gonna have a relatively decent sized place and then just say to people, look, if you have nowhere to stay, just pay less and just take an airbed. Because then it's still cheaper, it wins a win. You can do this when you can camp and it's dirt cheap, but apparently like staying in that campsite the night of Pride is not a place you want to be at.
Oh no.
For obvious reasons. People are getting acquainted, like drinks are flowing, like who am I to ruin the fun for somebody? It's not in my frequency anymore, but Hey, who knows?
No, I've been to London Pride. No, it's Black Pride I've been to. I'm thinking I know I've been to another Pride, but yeah, it's been Black Pride.
Do you know, I'm so annoyed it didn't go this year. It looked so good. All of my friends were like, you would have had so much fun. I'm really
Yeah, no,
annoyed.
it was lit. It was
Yeah,
lit.
fair. All the people then.
Yeah, it was lit, man. I just love, like, I remember last year was my first Black Pride, and when I went, because I missed London Pride last year, so I was like, oh, there's no other Prides. But then obviously they had Brighton, which is in August, and they had Black Pride, which I didn't even know about until, like, my friend shared it with me.
Black Pride's incredible. Yeah, I went to an event for Black Pride last year and it was so fun, just so joyful. I feel like there's nothing I love more than just being with my people. It's a bit of me.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's beautiful, man.
Is it different?
Good food as well.
I bet. Like Caribbean food.
Caribbean food, African food.
What's like a Grenada, right?
Yeah.
What's like a Grenada cuisine?
Oil down. It's like the dish. You know, like each country have like their dish. So you know here it's fish and chips or it's a curry. Other countries, I don't know. Italy, they'll say it's, I don't know, pizza, pasta, whatever. Grenada's oil down.
Okay, nice. Do you go often?
I go every other year.
Are both your parents from Grenada?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So
is it far from Jamaica?
Not that far at all. Probably I'll say like an hour on the plane.
Nice. We're basically like not brothers because that would be a bit weird, but we're basically in sync.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
What's it like going to Pride, single versus in a relationship?
Okay, this is gonna be this is an interesting.
If you don't mind.
Yeah. No. Okay. So last year not last year, the year before when I went to Pride and I was in a relationship, I still had a good time, but I felt restricted in a way. Because it was like, if I want to stay and still enjoy myself, have drinks and stuff, but it's like, if your partner is ready to leave and wants to go somewhere.
Did he come with you?
Yeah, we went together.
Okay, cool,
yeah, so we went at the time we went together, and it was like, okay, you're ready to leave. You're going somewhere else, and then I need to go now. And then when I left, like the vibe just changed because obviously you're around noise, you're around drink and stuff like that. And then I went to a quiet area, like we went to a quiet spot afterwards, and I just was like, oh, I'm missing Pride, man. Like, and it was my first Pride at the time as well because it was the year when I came out.
Was it just for two of you, or were your friends there?
No, at the time, the friends that I have, I didn't know them at the time, because it was fresh when I came out.
Cool.
So,
all right, nice.
I was like, nah, that was a vibe. I have to go again next year, like in 2023.
Yeah, I'm really excited for next year.
But going single, best feeling ever. Best feeling.
Did you
interacting with many people, drinks are flowing, and I didn't feel I felt free. I think that's why I'm not ready for.
You're a bit loose, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were canon.
When I'm like, yeah.
Don't think I've ever seen you drunk.
Nah, You know what? Me being drunk here.
No, I haven't. No.
I'm quite a quiet drunk, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm quiet, but I'm a lot more talkative. Like, so if like you catch me sober, I will talk, but if I don't know the person really well, it's like basic conversation.
Yeah, I've noticed that. And one thing I've noticed about you is you don't feel silences.
Yeah.
Like you're quite happy to just like
sit in silence. Yeah.
Which I respect because I feel like some people, I mean, I guess because of my job, I kind of have to. But I think for a lot of people, they feel the need to fill the void and to continue talking, right? But you're like, if I have nothing to say, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, like that's literally me because I feel like some people, they would talk for the sake of talking.
Yeah, I do that.
But for me, it's like, if I have nothing to say, why am I gonna force myself to speak? I would just sit there until the next topic comes up or until the next conversation happens, and then I'll give my input when it's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just me though. I don't know if it's a shy thing. I don't know what it is, but
you need to come to Pussy Palace.
I do. Nah, I do. The next one that they have, I'll try and be there.
It's so fucking. To be fair though, you won't recognise me at Pussy Palace. Honestly, like I need to I feel like I need to stop giving these lots of free promo because I talk about them on here so fucking much. But I don't like clubbing, so for me to actually enjoy a club, fucking hell, this is like sick.
Yeah.
And I love Black Queer events because it's so nice seeing your followers and seeing people that like appreciate the work you do.
Yeah.
So that I'm so for it. Because then I don't know if your mate told you, because when I saw Ali, I said to him, "Oh my god, hi!" Because I honestly didn't realize it was him until he like started like obviously smiling. I was, "Oh my god, hi!" I just said to him, "Oh, it's Tareq here." I can't remember. I believe you may have been ill potentially.
I think that's what it was. That was during that time when I was bedbound, basically.
Yeah. But no, I think you would. Yeah, I think you'd have fun. It's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, I think the next one I'll definitely see what you're saying.
But do you know what it is for me? I'm trying really because I was moving so mad at the last one. Like anyone who saw me there, no, you didn't. You actually didn't see me. Like honestly, like I feel like, do you know, it's for me. I didn't get to like move mad when I was like a 15, 16-year-old, like a straight boy.
Yeah.
So I feel like in my 20s, I've been making up for lost time, and as I should be. I'm young, black, and sexy. So
No, I understand. I hear you. I honestly hear you because you know when you're 16, 17,
yeah,
all your straight friends.
yeah, debatably,
Yeah, they're talking about this girl, like da da da, and they're moving reckless.
Yeah.
And you're just like to yourself, I wish I could do that, but you know deep down you can't do it
Yeah.
because that's not who you are. But you're it's a facade that you're showing
for
everybody.
sure. Yeah,
So now I feel like you said, I'm making up for lost time, and
Are
that's
you in
why
that? Are you in that time period now?
I think. So. Oh no, not that I think so, because my friends will watch this and say, "Stop lying." Yes, I can move reckless at times.
Noted.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to say is though, I think it's really important to recognize there is a difference between wanting a guy and wanting a guy for the night.
Yeah.
Right? Because I feel like, and I think sometimes, obviously, I love living in cuckoo land sometimes, but you need to appreciate and recognize when there is a point when he doesn't want you. He just wants you for the night. And that's literally it. Because I've had it before where like I've had friends that have like met a guy and they've really liked them. And I've been guilty of this. And we've done our thing. And then like afterwards, nothing, nada. And in my head, it's very much like, but like, what vibe was he giving you? Do you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of guys make it very clear. I think we sometimes like to think they don't, but I think more time than not, guys make it very clear if they want you properly or if they just want you. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I understand.
And
you.
sometimes I really struggle to have sympathy with my friends when that happens. So I have a friend who got with somebody, ghosted ever since. Yeah, ghosted ever. This was like how many weeks ago? A couple of weeks ago, not too long ago. And I was like, but because they were, and the worst thing is the guy, because I remember I was there, the guy wasn't even talking to the friend like that when they weren't drinking.
Yeah. It's
Like-
when you're sober, when
You know
the
what?
person's sober, that's when you have to really watch people and see how
But
they're
like,
moving.
if the guy was talking and making conversation whilst sober, I would okay, fair enough. But the fact that he's only been moving towards you and talking to you because you've both, because you know how obviously like beer goggles and all of that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But do you know what my thing is? I don't really have beer goggles. I just like move the way I want to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
not going to someone who I wouldn't find attractive anymore. Maybe younger, but like not like since I'm like 22, 23. But like it's just going to make me like be like, okay, like what are you saying? You know? But yeah, I just think I think it's really important to understand the difference. But hey, I'm not here to judge. I love people that are sexually free. Like it's just. Yeah, be vigilant, guys. I don't like seeing my people hurt.
Yeah, because these men out here, they will play with your feelings and they'll make you feel a type of way, and then they'll look at you in your face and be like, "Well, you already knew what it was," type of thing.
Yeah,
that's literally what they'll say, and I've had to learn that a few times, and I think that's why I'm like, that's why sometimes you may see it on when I'm always saying the game is the game, when I'm always saying that now, because literally
you do say that quite a lot.
I've learned like. Okay, you move like this, I can move like this too, but that's what makes this whole dating scene toxic, because someone will be like, okay, because you did this to me, now I'm going to do this to the next person.
It's not tit for tat.
Yeah, and it's literally a chain reaction, and
Yeah.
that's why the dating scene as a whole is so, I feel like it's so messed up.
And you know what, I'll be honest, I think a lot of guys are overly sexual because they have nothing else to offer.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've had it before where like I'll literally be trying to talk to a guy and like they'll be like, oh, like, do you like that? Hang on, mate, let me rephrase that. Like I'll be like trying to talk to a guy and like I can't get anything out of them apart from, oh, like, do you want this? Do you want that? I'm like, I want you to talk to me like a human being and not a object.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And even if it's just like an intimate thing, like I think sometimes like guys literally just just see it as like a boom boom pow, and like there's literally nothing else. You know?
Yeah, I had to delete. Sorry to cut you.
It's okay.
I had to
Only once though. I'll let you off once.
I had to delete Grindr. It's off my phone. I'm done.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Some of you men move way too mad on that app. Some of the messages I receive is so vulgar. And it's just like, I understand, like, yeah, this is up for when men are feeling excited and want to have their fun. And I get it. Do your thing, do whatever you want to do.
100%. But like,
But there's ways to actually
Yeah.
approach people and come about it. And yeah, it's just so off-putting. And
yeah.
I had enough. I said, nah, that's it. I'm
Good for
done
you.
with this app.
I hear
Yeah.
it. I just think, like, for me, I'm just like, I make my intentions clear. I think you do as well, to be fair, from what you've told me. But for me, it's very much like I want to have an actual conversation. Obviously, like, let's be honest, like everyone has a conversation where they're like, oh, like, I want to do this and that.
Yeah.
You know? But like, I think sometimes it's so difficult for people to fathom the fact that, like, we want to be talking to like humans, not f***ing objects.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I like conversation. I could never now. Like, obviously, I'm such an advocate for casual sex, if needs must. For me, I can detach myself really easily. Like, I have a lot of people and friends who, like, if they have sex with someone, they are hooked. I'm not like that.
Yeah, thank God I'm not like that too. Like,
No, it's
yeah.
like I'm not like that. Like, and I don't know if that's because I've gone through stuff which is maybe not like that because I'm used to it or have been used to it. But like, I can just be like, okay, well, it literally is what it is. However, with that being said, I do enjoy it, spending time with that person. Whether it's like, obviously, this isn't like I'm doing it like every other day. I'm just saying hypothetically. But like, I'd rather it to be like, okay, well, let's do something before or after. Let's chill and talk. It's like I'm not messing with it when it's just like super transactional. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I understand you. What do you think about so like you have fun with somebody,
Yeah.
and then they're like, okay, cool, I need you to get out of my house, basically. Like, how do you feel about that? Because
I'd be really upset.
that stuff really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
It really does, because it's like, that's why, again, another reason why I had to delete that app, because it's like, you
Is
feel
this
used.
is this recent?
No, it's not recent. Like, I'm talking about like past experience. It's like a build up of stuff, and you then realize to yourself, you know what? At my age, you just want to, even if you're not looking for nothing serious, but even if you just find a connection with someone, and whether it goes somewhere serious or you guys just have casual fun, but at least you lot know each other well enough, and you know the sex will be better instead of just random. And then the person's like, okay, yeah, get out of my house, type of thing.
So I mean, it would make me. I haven't had it recently. One, because I haven't done anything recently, and two, because I would kind of like assess the situation, make it very clear that if that's what you want, it's not for me. But oh my God, I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, I wouldn't subscribe to that. But I'm actually very much for, I really think a lot of people who aren't in a relationship but want fun should have a regular friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like, even though casual sex can be fun, like if you have someone who you're like, who you can detach on, but you're having fun with and having sex with, you can learn to understand each other's bodies, what you like and what you don't. Whereas that's not really the case if you're like meeting strangers on the rec. And obviously, like, if that works for you, that works for you.
Yeah,
but I really do think for people who want to be sexually active, everyone should have like a regular friends with benefits.
Yeah, have a regular. There's nothing wrong. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with, if you find your friend attractive, talk to your friend, innit? Like, say to them, listen.
No.
Not like a friend like that you've known for years, but someone that you've just like met and you've kind of gotten to know.
Yeah, we don't get with friends anymore. You ever got with a friend?
Never.
Really? You're a bad man.
Never. I had to, I set up boundaries when it comes to that.
Have you had any friends that have tried moving to you?
No, not that I can recall. No. I made it so clear. I said, guys, even if you feel a type of way about me, you have to keep them feelings to yourself. Because you know what it is with me, yeah?
Go on.
Once you cross that line, it's like, it can become awkward, because it's like, if you now feel a type of way about me, what happens? We're supposed to be friends, but you understand, like, obviously people can't help their feelings, and I sympathize with that. I get that totally, but it's like, we are friends. So I made it very clear. I said, friends don't get with each other. They don't do it. Not at all. Like, when I mean friends that I hang out with all the time, friends that, like, my people's them.
Yeah, there's different levels.
There's different levels. Like, there's friends and then there's friends.
There's friends that,
yeah.
No, you were talking first, sorry.
The friends that I could have fun with is like the friends that, you know, you meet, you have their number, every now and then you're talking, etc., etc. Cool. But not my close.
It's not the ones that you're messing with regularly. It's the ones who you like and you You like them clearly, but
Yeah,
yeah, fair. What's your type?
my type. Um, my type. I'm gonna be straight up. I mainly go for white guys, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mainly go for white guys and Latino men.
Have you ever been with a black man?
Never,
Mixed?
never.
Interesting.
Yeah, never.
It's just not your thing. Talk me through it. I think, do you know, I think it's so common. And I said this online and I got dragged for it. So let me be more general. Let's just say men. Let's not say gay men, because when I said that, they were like, oh, this happens to straight men too. I was like, okay, whatever, sorry, because I can't win apparently. I do think there's a very common thing with black men not liking black men. I think there's multiple reasons. So I'm from a place where it's like very, very white. So in my case, I actually kind of understand it because there's not that many in a way. But it's 50-50. But what are you saying? Have you got, because I do think a lot of preferences are rooted in something.
Mine is trauma. I'm gonna keep it 100. Mine is I never used to admit it, and I never wanted to admit it, but I had to really have a sit down and a discussion the other day where it was with because even my mother asked me the same thing. She was like, "Why don't you date someone that looks like you or some?" And I told her it's trauma, and I've even spoken about this online as well. It's deep, it's deep trauma.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah. So like obviously when you're younger, and because I was the type of kid in school, High School Musical, dancing to High School Musical, singing. I was like, let's say the odd kid. I wouldn't
Were you quite a camp child?
Yeah. Like even at carnival, you'll see me winding up my waist. Like, yeah. Like I used to wind up my waist and stuff like that. And obviously people used to call me gay. They used to call me stuff like that. Me as a young kid, not knowing what that word even means, but people are saying, oh, you're this, you're that. It only used to really come from people that look like me. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. This happened all through my childhood. Even going into secondary school. The only white guys that would call me gay or cuss me about being gay or try to bully me about it would be the ones that hang out with the black guys who are from the hood. And it's like, okay, I see what's happening here. So instead of you guys supporting or trying to be nice to me, you guys are trying to belittle me with every chance you get. So obviously growing up, you don't realize it until you get older. And it's like, I think it's like, I'm also scared as well.
You're scared of black men?
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is.
The thing is though, right? Have you had any, maybe not so much then, but have you had any negative experiences with white men?
Negative experience. I've had like one when I was at uni.
Right.
But not in like any kind of sexual manner or nothing. It was actually a racial thing.
But you've had bad encounters with white men?
Yeah.
So does that not put you off?
No. So
Do you not think that's somewhat selective then? And can I just say, I mean this with love. This isn't me digging at you. I'm trying to. Do you not find that selective?
It probably is a deeper issue that I haven't figured out myself.
Yeah. Like, do you find black men attractive?
Of course, 100%. Like, I'll look at a black man and be like, he's so attractive, but I just wouldn't go there, and I don't know what it is.
So if a black man moved to you, what are you doing?
This situation actually happened. So I was at Bootylicious one time. And a black man moved to me.
Is that like a queer, like,
it's like,
is it POC then?
Yeah, okay. Mainly, yeah.
Okay.
He actually moved to me, and I don't know if he would see this, but I actually lied to him and said I had a boyfriend when I didn't. Yeah, just because I was like, how do I let someone down easy? Told him you have a boyfriend.
Have you ever spoken to a black man?
I have. And here's the funny thing. It was a black man that tried to out me. Like, that tried to... yeah, so It was like back in sixth form times, I will say. So I was like 17, 18 at this point.
Yeah.
Still figuring myself out, still wondering if it was just a phase type of thing. And I was speaking to this black guy. We actually had fun. We did all of that. So, we did all of that.
Oh, so you have...
Yeah, we had fun. We had fun.
Interesting. Okay.
But he just was moving... He tried to out me. I had to come up with a whole lie and basically tell people, oh, this never happened, that never happened. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. I tried to think it's maybe because of all the experiences I've had. But I think personally, there's a deeper issue that I haven't figured out. It needs to be explored, because I would love to date a black man and not have thoughts in my head, but it's like,
it's hard when your thoughts are embedded, though. I do understand.
Yeah.
To some extent, I spent a very, very, very long time not being interested in black men, because I felt like my community, my culture didn't really rep me, and it was kind of like, well, if I don't feel safe, how can I? And it's so difficult, because I think of that then when I was like 17, 18, but like all of the black men, straight or gay, who I'm around now are so understanding and so like open-minded. Their approach is so open and so fair, you know? Because I was literally the same. Like I would literally only like white men for like a very long time. It's probably like only in the last like 3-4 years that I've like really thought, you know, like black men, they're a bit of me, innit? Like they need me. Shooty Gatwa needs me. Like they all need me, Tareq. But I do hear it, and I think your approach is actually better than most, because some people are like just quite dismissive, like, oh, like black man, they're not for me. And I just think, okay, but that's you. That's actually you, you know?
Yeah.
I talk about this so much, guys, so I'm going to try and keep this as short as I can, because I know I don't want to repeat it too much and make you a lot sick of me. But I do hear it. I do hear it. But I do think though you shouldn't, and it's easier said than done, but I do think like you shouldn't allow that to hold yourself back.
Yeah, I know.
You can be a beautiful black man.
I know, because with me, what I am trying to take the approach now is like, if I see someone who's beautiful and attractive, I'm just gonna go and talk and see where it goes. I'm trying not to think about, oh, they're black, so no, I can't think that way anymore. I just have to try and, because not everyone is gonna pick on me or say something rude to me, or I think it's just every time it's like it is, I don't know.
And it's almost like the generalization which you have is what like the horrible ones have about us already. So you're kind of just feeding into it and just making it just as bad as it was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're feeding into the narrative in a sense. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of,
okay, let's take away the race part. Just other traits. Like other traits in like men.
Respect. It has to be like, respect has to be there, because it's a thing where I show respect to everybody I come across.
I need it back.
It's like you can't like disrespect me or try to think you can talk to me anyhow. What else? I'm not really, I don't really care about body. Like a lot of people would say, oh, muscular, this. Like for me, I would prefer my other half to be in good shape, but it's not a must. I understand some people have health problems, some people and stuff like that, but I don't.
Apart from white, obviously, can you talk me through your dating history?
My dating history? So,
like description,
as in like
description-wise? Like, are they all like twinks? Are they all like slim?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do have like a physical. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
So, like my ex. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. How do I go from this? Twinks. Fair. I'm trying to think of words. I actually know what I want to say, but the words aren't wording.
Yeah.
You have a better approach than most, though. You do, because at least you acknowledge it. Like I know so many black men that are like, oh, like, black man.
No,
women.
because I think you have to acknowledge it in order for growth. You can't dismiss these things, and I've been dismissing it for so long. That's the problem. It's just like, oh yeah, no. It's fine. It's my preference. But no, there's a deeper issue here, because there's beautiful black men out there. And yeah, like why? And they would want to talk to me, date me, and stuff like that. But it's just like,
yeah.
What, Tareq, what's stopping you? Like, go for it. But
I want to set you up. But then saying that, to be fair, I actually wouldn't. Can you see what number the thing's on? If you just go. But then you say that, but then to be fair, on the other hand, I actually wouldn't want to be with a black man that doesn't favour black men, right? Yeah. Maybe that's controversial. I personally wouldn't want to be, because I've had it before where like black men will favour white men, and they will be with a lot of white men. And obviously, I get a preference as a thing. Like I do understand it. I'm not like naive, but I personally, and I think this is a recent thing. I don't think I'd be fully comfortable being with a black man that favours white men. Because I'd be constantly second guessing, okay, well, how long is it going to be until he finds this white twink that he switches me up for? Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So but I just think my approach is I just fancy everyone. And guys, I promise you, I will not talk about this next week because I love to talk about this. But I just think everyone should fancy everyone. Do you know what I mean? I fancy everybody. Like I'm a slag for most, respectfully. And yeah, but I hear it. I do hear it.
I feel like I need to have the approach where it's just like, just try and take away the race aspect of it, whether you're black, white, or whatnot. Obviously, yeah, preference is a preference. So if you're just only into white men or you're just only into black men, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I feel like, and I always tell people this, so long as you're not disrespecting people. So for example, so long as you're not saying, shits and gigs. So long as you're not doing stuff like that, then you're fine. If you're doing stuff respectfully, then it's not going to be an issue because you're allowed to have a preference.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I think preferences are inevitable. I don't think we can deny that. There's just other ways to go about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do side to side. Did we do this before?
I think so, yeah, on the last one.
Right, okay. So this is called side to side. So do you know what, right? The more I get into this, the more I think side to side is so on brand, right? And I remember I have a really good friend who, because I remember saying to this would have been before the first time I met you. I was like, I really want something, because I think a lot of podcasts have very similar segments like dilemmas and all of that. I was like, I really want something that like fits the brand, right? And obviously because we're called the winning side to side just fits perfectly.
Yeah.
So big up to my friend Darius that came up with it. I am eternally grateful for what you have done. Because here we are a year later and we're still rocking. I am stressed I'm going to come up, like run out of ideas. I remember once I was with a really good friend of mine. He's like, George, you said that like 3 months ago. I was like, So, but yeah, we'll keep it moving for the time being. Okay, side to side. So you say which one you prefer, and so will I, and we'll just say why, okay? So side to side, staying out or going in?
Going in. Yeah, going in.
How often do you go out?
I go out pretty often now. Like, I do go out pretty often.
So why do you not go out when I ask you to come out?
I don't know. It's just I'm either doing something or...
I feel like you're just making excuses. You live at home. You can find money if needs must. Because at first I thought, does this guy just really hate me? Is that what the energy is?
No. But I'm more of a homebody, believe it or not.
You just don't want to see me in the club, basically?
No. That's not it. Now, honestly...
Exclusive, guys.
I prefer staying at home. To be honest, I just prefer my home, but I do like a good night out as well.
Noted. Fair. All right. So if I invite you to the next Pussy Palace and you don't rock up, I know it's personal.
No, I'll come. I'll be there.
Quote, if you say no, I'm going to send this to you and be like, well, okay, cool. No, do you know what I do here? I like love the comfort of my own home. Yeah. I feel like I think I'm quite fortunate because it's not my forever home. However, like it's my, I don't know if you feel the same, it's like my safe space.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that because I've heard so many horror stories of people actually where they actually like don't have the best home environment for multiple reasons, yeah. And I just think it's actually quite a luxury to be able to go home and switch off and to be able to completely like feel safe.
Yeah.
Which is something that I think a lot of people take for granted. And I'm really grateful my mum has created that space for me. But yeah, I like where I'm from, I never go out. I go for I'm quite like a bit like you actually. I like going for dinner. I go for dinner quite a lot. I'm quite happy to do that. Club here. Like, no. Bar where? No. I've got a friend who loves it, and I'll do it for the birthday just to entertain her. But other than that, I wish I was at the age, where house parties were still a thing. Like,
house parties are so lit.
Bring house parties back. I love the comfort. I love the accessibility. But obviously, like, the thing is, it's so awkward because one or two things. There's one, like, people live with their parents, and what parents going to let their 25 at a party? Mine certainly wouldn't.
Yeah.
I did that at 16. Thanks, mum. And or they're like living in like a house share or something, and like not everyone's in the same energy. My ideal dream when I move to London is to find people around similar age, so I can like just like go mad.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, house parties. They're it, man. And like it was I think it's the one thing that hasn't died out. Like they're still just fun. Do you know what I mean? I'd pick a house party over a club every day. It's more intimate as well.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, it's not as crowded as a club.
Yeah.
It doesn't get as hot. Like you can go outside in the garden or if you live in an apartment on the, what do you call it? Balcony, get some breeze. But in a club, it's too...
Unless there's like a really good smoking area, I can kind of subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Pussy Palace has one, I'm just saying. No, it's actually lit. Like, I love that place more than life. Oh God. Yeah, fair. Okay, so we're both saying going in. Should have been staying in, shouldn't it really?
Yeah.
Staying in. Sorry, I was really tired when I wrote this last night. FaceTime or texting?
Texting.
Do you not like being like, yo, what's up?
I like FaceTime. I like FaceTiming, but once my social battery dies, that's it. Once it dies, that's it. We can text after that, or we'll be texting.
When you're in like a talking stage,
Yeah.
do you FaceTime then?
Yeah. No, if we're talking like if I see it's progressing, then I'll be FaceTiming more. But if I don't see it going nowhere, no, we can stay on text.
Would you not just bin it off though?
I'm a person I like to. This is the thing
You
with
like
me.
things to fade out gently.
Yeah.
Just tell them you're not interested. No.
With me, I'm pretty harsh with it. I'll tell you what I do, yeah, and I try not to do it, but I still do it.
Go on, share it with the crew.
I block people, man.
Swear.
Yeah.
Like no explanation.
It's bad. I know.
You need to switch up. You block people.
Yeah.
You're the type of man that I run away from. That's me. No explanation at all. You just feel, oh, do you know what? I'm not feeling you. You're cold.
I know it's bad. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you need to switch? Well, sorry, not do you need to switch. You do need to switch up. That's awful. That would literally make me so upset. If a guy blocks me, I'd be like, not heartbroken. Let's not give him the satisfaction, but I'd be off.
Yeah.
How would you sleep at night? Do you sleep well?
But it's like with me, yeah. I can't be like, okay, cool. Let me put it like this, yeah. I don't like the awkward conversation of like, oh, by the way, I'm not really interested in you, and then it's like, then they would explain, and
people respect that more though.
I know.
Honestly, right? If you did that to me, do you know what I would do? I would make another account and contact you and carry on doing it until you like tell me what I've done wrong. Like I'm not crazy unless I'm made to be.
Yeah, but no, for real though. Even my friend was like to me, nah, you're the problem.
You are the problem.
He was like, yeah, you are the problem.
You need to find.
He would ask me like what's happened in certain situations, and when I'm telling him, he's like, yeah, you're the problem.
You are. Yeah. With love. There goes our night. Okay, FaceTime or texting. For me, I think I'm quite a texter. I tell you what I really don't like. I hate endless FaceTimes. You know, to the point where like you're just on FaceTime for the sake of it. You're not even speaking. I hate that. I used to date someone who was like that, and he'd be like, he was actually a really sweet guy, so big up him. And he's had like a proper glow up. I was like, oh, Jord, you really fumbled the bag. I hope he's well though. And he'd be like, oh, like, do you want to FaceTime? And it would just be for so long. And obviously, like, I'm someone who likes to like decompose and relax in the evening. I like to recharge. I like to watch stuff or listen to stuff. But if you're on the phone for the entirety, I could never do that now. Never.
Yeah.
I haven't done that for a long time, like a really long time. I'll do it for like, I only do FaceTime now really if it's like a friend who isn't very good at texting. So I will be like, can we just call for like an hour? You know?
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not really many exceptions, to be fair. But yeah. Okay. So side to side, rekindling an ex-partner or rekindling an ex-friend.
Oh. That's a good one.
I'm very good at my job.
Woo. Rekindling an ex-friend or rekindling a
Producers, give me creds where due.
Whoa.
My email's in the bio description below.
Rekindle a friend. Rekindle a friend.
Yeah, agreed.
Rekindle a friend. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Have you ever rekindled someone you've been dating? Has that ever been a thing?
Yeah, and I've done it a few times. And
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Nah.
It doesn't.
The patterns are still there. Oh dear.
It doesn't. And yeah, I just had to.
Because I just feel like there are exceptions. I know people who have broken and got back together and they are very happy. There are exceptions.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it just you've broken up for a reason. Someone gave me this awful metaphor for it the other day, right? I don't know if metaphor is the right term. And her words were, she was like, it's like having and pushing it back up. It's not going to work. Which is a bit grim, to be fair, but she did tell me that, so big up you.
But it's like once the door has closed, it's closed for a reason.
But you can say the same for friends, though.
Yeah, no, it's true. But in this scenario, I would have to pick friend because
Yeah.
at least if I always say this as well, friendship breakups are worse than relationship breakups.
I agree.
They're like I feel it more if like you lose a friend than if you lose a partner or you break up with your
Agree.
with your
I think,
partner.
do you know what it is? And when you're like at this age, I think for me personally, I have a much more higher value in my friends because I'm not like, obviously, like if love comes around, love comes around.
Yeah.
But I'm not in a position where like I'm looking for like my soulmate. I don't think. But like I expect my friends to be around for good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And for me, like I put so, I don't know about you, I put so much time and so much energy and effort into my friends because I adore my friends. I'm obsessed with them. So for that to like break is awful. And for me, I have so much patience. I'm a really patient person. So for me to like end a friendship,
Yeah.
you've really pushed me.
Yeah.
Like you've really done me dirty. And for me, like when we're not mate, it's different though, because there's different types. There's ones where you naturally fizzle out and like that's very open to being like, oh, like we're friends, like what are you saying? Or like, do you want to meet up? Yeah, sure. But there's the ones where they've literally like disrespected you and I think I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
And the thing about me, I can't pretend that we're cool. I have certain friends where like they're still friends with my other friends. So there are times where we have to collide, right? Is collide the right word?
Yeah, like
Mess,
meet up or
mix,
link
whatever.
up,
Yeah. And like they'll be like, oh, Jord, and I'm neutral. I'm very minimal because I think it's fake. I'm just like, like I saw an old friend the other day, and they were like, oh, Jord, yada yada yada, and I was like, okay. And my friends were literally like, Jord, like you couldn't make it more obvious. I was like, well, good, because we're not friends. We're not friends.
Nah,
you know?
you're better than me though because I wouldn't even go to the function or to the. And I know people say, oh, but why would you miss out on a whole? You see me, I'm a person like I believe in energy. If I know the energy is not going to be 100% there, I don't want to be around it because then it's going to affect my night and my evening. If I've fallen out with someone and my friends are hanging around with with people I've fallen out with, cool, hang around with whoever you want to hang around with. But it's like, I just won't be there because I know that the energy is not going to be, I'm just not going to feel comfortable. Once I'm not friends with someone no more, that's like, it's done. Like respect and everything I wish you all the best for your future endeavors, but you got nothing to do with me.
You're
anymore.
moving, I'm moving, but we're not moving together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this whole thing as well, like when you have fallouts with people or not even fallouts, but like when you go your separate ways, people automatically think it's an issue. No, it's not automatically an issue.
It's not. We're not on the same.
People grow apart.
Yeah.
It's actually part of life, and
I think it's really hard. I think it's really important as well not to hold on to a friendship because of how long you've been friends for. I've had some even in the last year, I've cut off like some friends I've known since I was like 13. You know, people that I adored, and still do love very much so, but we weren't colliding. It wasn't working.
Yeah.
And it's very much like we're cool, we're civil. There's so much love, but like you're not in my call log. You know, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not reaching my phone to bell you. But it's love though.
Yeah, love from a distance.
Yeah. And for me, I have an old friend. It was literally like a brother. We were friends from the age of like 12 to 18, right? I genuinely thought he was like my platonic soulmate. We aren't friends. We haven't spoken for years. However, he's still. I kind of get what you're saying. Actually, he's still friends with a lot of my friends, but I won't go to things where he's there because I find it too difficult.
Yeah.
And like I always ask, oh, like how is he? What does he do? Like what's he up to? And then my friends will be like, that's really weird because he says the same thing about you. He like says, what are you doing? And that's really nice. I like to think I haven't seen him in person for a long time, but I like to think if I bumped into him, we would talk. It's mad actually because he's getting married next year, and it's crazy because in my head I thought when we were like 12, 13, I would be at his wedding.
Yeah.
Obviously that's not going to happen. But yeah, I care. He's like and if anything was to happen to him, it would literally be like awful. But yeah, I hope he's well. But yeah, we move on. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay, working from home or working in person?
Working in person. For me, it's because I know if I work from home, it'll make me more lazy.
Do you get the option to work from home?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Is it quite like in person with like customers and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for my job, I have to be in person. But even if I had the option to work from home, I'll probably prefer to go in only because it improves your social skills as well. I feel like working from home remotely, me knowing the type of person I am, I'll actually become quite lazy.
I quite like the idea of hybrid. I like the idea of having the option. So like I have like 2 different jobs. So I do like retail part-time because obviously my creativity doesn't pay that much. But I also freelance. And I, more time than not, unless I'm like interviewing, because I get paid to, because obviously we're like at that point now, I get paid to interview.
Yeah.
I'm having some really exciting interviews in the next 2 or 3 weeks, guys. So please stay tuned if God's good. Actually, no, this will come out after. But yeah, regardless, roll it back. But yeah, I get paid to interview and I get paid to do freelance work. And sometimes I get to, well, like because I get paid for my time sometimes. So like I get to do the prep and the stuff at home and that's quite nice. However, I don't like my other job, but like I enjoy the interaction in person when it comes to, I guess with interviewing as well, I enjoyed that process too. But if I have to pick, you picked in person, didn't you?
Yeah.
I really love interviewing. Yeah, and that can't be virtual. Yeah, let's say in person. Yeah.
Yeah, in person to me, it is better.
Do you like the idea of hybrid? Having the option to opt in and out?
Having the option. I would prefer to have an option, yeah. Like I would prefer, if they give me, would you like to do that? But I would always pick in person though.
Like I think it's just nice to have like
the choice.
Also have like a day and be like, this, like, let me just switch it up.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
So like 10 being the most ready. How ready are you?
Yeah, I would say like an 8 or 9.
That's really not convincing. Why would you not say 10? Because if you don't say 10, we may as well just wrap up now. I think you need to try again.
10.
Gone a bit shy now. Okay. Right. Sleeping naked or sleeping with clothes on?
Sleeping naked.
Fully?
Yeah.
Like nothing?
Nothing.
Cool. Fair. I was watching this thing. Right? Actually, no, I was watching Badders. Yeah. You know the episode where like they're fighting downstairs near the villa and Lani Good isn't wearing underwear, she falls to the floor?
Oh, yeah.
That's where I got the idea from last night. And I was like, that's so funny. And she was like saying how like, she was like, you know when you just need to like breathe. I was like, I hear it.
No, I hear it.
You feel restricted.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, pajamas is a waste of time for me.
Here's a question for you, right? Do you prefer... because I saw this thing online ages ago, and this guy was saying that he actually prefers the look of men when they're like in underwear compared to being naked.
I hear it. I know. I actually hear it because when you see like pictures on Instagram, especially like of their models as well, when they're modeling for like, Savage Fenty or in
really nice branded boxes. We're not talking like Lonsdale shit. We mean like the Calvins or like Tommy's or like Fendi. Yeah,
that is. Yeah, that is. Yeah, they look good. Obviously, when you see them naked, you can see anybody naked, but when you see certain men modeling the boxes, it's. Yeah.
Would you subscribe if I was wearing Fenty trousers, Fenty pants?
Of course.
No it. So you're saying sleeping naked?
Sleeping naked all the way.
Do you own pajamas?
I have quite a few pairs, yeah.
I quite like what are those ones called? You know those pattern like what are they called? Is it tartar? What's the pattern? It's a bit like this. Oh my God, I can't. No, neither. Let me find out afterwards. I'm going to like put like a little box in the corner of what I mean. It begins with a T. I like it as loungewear.
Yeah, with pajamas, I could wear it and chill in it throughout the day, or if I'm not doing anything, wear pajamas. But to say like I'm sleeping in my bed with, no, I can't.
Do you sleep naked in the winter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Okay, yeah, I'm going to say the same, I think. I feel too restricted. And sometimes it's really peak when I have to share a bed with a friend. Do you ever have that? Do you ever share a bed with a friend?
Yeah, like if I'm in the same room, like if you go on a holiday with someone and you're sharing a room with somebody, you can't exactly sleep naked.
I don't know.
Well, when I was on holiday, I was just sleeping in my boxers.
Mm.
But obviously, I can't sleep naked because,
What do you think they're gonna do?
it's not. It's like I can't, innit? I just can't.
You're a bad person than me. Not that I sleep naked in front of my friends. It's just like if I was like, especially when it's like warm as well. I feel like I just have to. Yeah.
But it's weird, right? In a different country, I could sleep with pajamas in a bed, no problem.
That makes no sense.
Right, but here in the UK, I have to sleep naked.
Is that because you're more comfortable?
I think so. If I'm in a new place, if I'm in like a new place or a hotel or something, I will sleep with.
I guess it's always like the idea that like something might happen as well.
Yeah.
Whereas like the comfort of your own home is a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Okay, cool. So we are going to. Okay, so we're going to do this. This is trial and error. We may. Maybe you'll come back. I don't know. Who knows? Hopefully, if God's good. So we are. I'm going to try something new. It's like a debate. Not really a debate. Maybe like question of the week. I went to like somewhere in Spain. I can't pronounce it, but somewhere in Spain because my friend's grandmother has a house there. And we went. Two bisexual women and one straight man.
Yeah.
Right. So two white straight women, and this is the context is necessary. Two white bisexual women and one Filipino straight man. Right. And I was basically telling them about how do you think it's fair or appropriate to charge more? So like say there's like a queer event. Okay, I got slandered for this on TikTok the other day. Queer men, a queer event specifically, am I saying it right? Specifically for people of colour, right? It's the event's for them. Anyone is welcome. However, the event is for them, right? Let me just find the price just before we...
I have a feeling what you could be talking about.
I just need to find the screenshot real quick. Yeah, cool. Okay, so an event specifically for queer people of colour, right? So I would say, I don't know how it came to the conversation. And I said to them, I'm really surprised by how much it costs for the difference, right? Mm-hmm. So this is, let me not say the event just so I don't get in trouble because I know people watch. So this is how it's listed, right? And the price variation. So an early bird for a queer woman, trans or non-binary person is just under £15 for an early bird. And then it's £17.49. Then for a man, $22.80. Then for like white queer, because it's for people of colour, white queer / trans, ally and straight, right? Women, not men, 30.
Yeah.
And then for straight men, £170. So I said to my straight male friends, straight white male friends, I said to them, I was like, look, if you were to come with me, pay for something else. Pay for something. There is no event that is worth £170.
£170 to go clubbing. To go... That, you know what's crazy about that, right? The event finishes at whatever time it finishes. That £170 will go down the drain, in my eyes.
What, on drinks?
Not just the drink, for the entry itself.
Yeah.
Plus drinks.
Uber.
Plus Uber back home. Do you know how much money you're spending in that night alone? Like almost £300, I'll say.
Okay, now I'd love to go on a night out with you. Are you the guy that buys drinks when you're out?
It depends on my mood.
Noted.
It actually depends on my mood. Like sometimes I could be out and I'll be like, guys, it's on me. Or sometimes I'll be like, yeah, everyone's buying their own. Or sometimes we switch it up.
Are you a stingy person?
I can be. I'm very tight, actually. I can be.
It's very Caribbean.
Yeah, I'm very. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, fair. I actually think the price is crazy. I do believe that queer people of colour should pay less. I really do.
Yeah.
But I don't think the range should be like an extra, 100 and... What? £150.
Yeah, that's good. That pricing is crazy.
There's no event that anyone should ever have to pay that much.
Unless that's concert money. That's tickets to go and see your favorite artist.
That's money to see too.
Like that to me is I would never pay. I would if I was in that position, I would pick another one.
Yeah.
But then with that now, how do they?
They don't check. They don't check because I'll tell you why they don't check. Because my friend is non-binary. And they said, because we went to this thing, and my friend said to me, they were like, I don't know what to do because what if they ask me, oh, like, such and such? I was like, mate, they don't. They literally see a queue. These events are so busy, they haven't got time to think or care. And the staff are usually straight, security staff, more than not. They don't have time to stop and think. They're literally looking for the QR code and you're keeping it moving. You know? Like, they honestly do, respectfully, they honestly do not care enough. They really don't. They really, really don't.
Yeah, they're it's busy as well. They want to get everybody inside.
Like I've seen different examples of where, like I know I have a friend called Kalade who has an event in Liverpool. It's called Norgays. It's really I've never been, but it looks incredible. He's the same. He's a black gay man, and he will. I can't think of the example exactly, but he'll have it where like for us, it's like £5 for an ally. Like let's say for a black ally or a queer ally, it's like 10, and then if you're neither, like 15.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think you should pay more. I really think you should pay more.
Well,
but
yeah, I believe so too because you're coming in, you're coming into like our space. Like you guys have your space.
yeah,
And it's like we finally have our space where we can feel free, feel comfortable. I'm not saying that the straight people or whoever that come into our space is going to make us feel uncomfortable. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it's just like after all these years of us going into the straight club feeling uncomfortable because, you know, we can't really move to the girls and stuff. Like we're in our own space. It's just like, you guys could just pay a little bit more extra if you want to come and party with the gays, you know? So... yeah, no, I hear it. I do understand it, but not at that extortionate price.
No, agreed.
I don't agree with that.
agreed. I don't either. My friends were saying to me, I said to my friends, I was like, would you come? And my friend's response was, well, we wouldn't feel welcome. I was like, right, okay. They were like, well, because my friend's argument is, well, quite clearly we're not wanted there because it's more. I was like, that's not the point. That's not the debate. It's more the fact that like you're not centered.
Yeah.
White, straight, to be fair, the girls aren't straight, but white people more than not are centered for a lot of things, more things than not. So to have something, to have a space, to have an event where we feel prioritized and center stage is really pivotal. You know, I don't understand why there's so much debate around it, but the price difference is mad. Like that's too much for me personally. I would be like, I would literally, if most of my friends are straight white men, and I would love for them to come to those spaces with me because I think they're the type of guys that would love to go to like those type of things, right?
Yeah.
And for me, it's very much like just pay for something else. I would. But then my friend also said to me, she was like, it's almost forcing people to come out in a way. And I was like, I don't think it's deep like that. But she's taking it from the take of someone who hasn't been, so she doesn't know what it's like, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the because when I saw it, I was like, whoa.
It's a lot.
I was shocked. I was like, this is the first time I'm ever seen something like this. I mean, I understand why they're doing it, but just not at that price. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like, I do understand it 100%, but it's the price for me that's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Agreed. Maybe I'll start my own event and maybe go from there.
You never know.
Did you come to it?
Yeah.
Well, just checking.
Yeah,
you don't come to Pussy Palace, so forgive me for thinking that you wouldn't come to this as well. Got to be vigilant. You know how it is. Friends, supporters.
No, man, I'm a homebody. I don't really, you know.
You don't need to make up the excuses. You've made it clear. It's all good, man. There's no hate. Right, okay, cool. Thanks, Tareq.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you. All your socials, please.
My socials, so my Instagram is Tareq Ferguson. That's Tareq and then Ferguson. And also as well, my TikTok is the same. And you can follow me on Twitter, T_Fergs.
Are you a Twitter active user? Active Twitter user?
As in, yeah, I actually am, yeah.
Oh, fair. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. All right. Nice one. Guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this chat. And yeah, I look forward to hopefully seeing you join me soon from screen to screen. You know how it be. My name is Jord Hailwood, and this is the Winning Side podcast. If you have made it this far, I believe you may as well subscribe. Like, people that make it to the end and don't subscribe, like, it's rude. I'm sorry. Like, you've made like an hour and 24 minutes. Just hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it dearly, and it actually makes more difference than you'd think. Yeah, so please give me a sub, and I hope to see you sooner than later. Have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. And yeah, we're good. We're done.